Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about one of the empty hand versus knife tapping drills we have. The whole concept behind a tapping drill is that although there are techniques to disarm and to strike a person while they have the knife, the concept here is that we don't really want to get caught. Like if we make a mistake, when, let's say for example, one of the disarms against the knife stab from high angle is to bring it around and come to this position, and I can strip the knife out, or I can eject the knife out, and I can do things like that. But if for some reason I should miss, I need to be prepared for the eventuality that that knife is going to come back at me. So the purpose of this drill then, actually I'll go ahead and attack you, but the purpose of this drill is to teach him how to control the knife without getting cut. And we're going to start by doing very wide angled attacks on the high line first. Okay. The other thing I want to emphasize here, which Khary's going to do, is when I attack to this side, I want his feet to move slightly away from me. So for example, if I was being attacked here, I'd be moving this way. If I was attacked here, I'd be moving this way. But I kind of recenter just for the sake of the drill. Okay? So not only is he going to move his hands, but he's also going to move his feet. You're going to see that in his body motion. Okay? So when I stab this way, the first thing is we're not even going to do the low body riding. But he's just going to step out and he's going to do a cross body check. Okay? The reason I have Khary using the back of his arm is because all the vital stuff is on the inside of the arm. And I don't want to have any access to this, or he doesn't want me to have any access to this. If you'll notice here, a lot of blood vessels as well as tendons. So the ability to do any kind of disarm, for example, if you'll notice if I squeeze, just naturally if I squeeze his tendons here, that closes the fingers. If those are severed, his ability to grip is gone. So if you can't grip, you can't disarm. So we really need to protect that. The other thing he's going to do is, while he has his fingers extended, he's going to kind of lay his hand flat over my hand so that I can't rise up. But as I come down and across, when I feel this, as the attacker, when I feel this, I'm going to try to go across his body. So what he's going to do is he's going to go down, and he's going to press it inward towards me a little bit to bring me across to this side. As I come here, he does the same thing. The other hand is still kind of up and ready so that when we come across to this side, he can switch. Okay. Now right now, at the very beginning of the drill, I'm going really wide, but let's stop here for a second. As the knife attacker, if I get clever, I can also just ride my wrist contact here and stab inward this way, which he's going to want to switch off. Now there's a reason why I want to engage him cross-body, or he wants to engage me cross-body. If for some reason this hand is engaged, you'll have no choice but to use this, because you're not going to just get cut just this one's engaged. But if he engages with this hand, it is much harder for him to defend against this action, because once we disengage here, if he tries to push this down, he's basically forcing me into his waist, which we don't want to do. Okay, so from here, if he is forced to get this, he needs to switch quickly. Okay, so if I come here and I check this hand, he's going to do that, but he's going to get right back on top of it. Okay. Now the other thing is, it doesn't matter if I'm doing a high line attack like this, or if I'm doing a low line attack like this, he still uses the same hand. So really all we're looking at is dividing the body, basically, in two. Okay? So if I come to this side at any angle or height, he picks it up, he brings it across. No matter the height. Move your feet. Right, and so you notice that he missed it a little bit, he still tried to pick it up. Right, if for some reason I fake him out, he's got to, or if I don't fake him out and I check it, he's got to get right back on it. And if I close it up and I tighten it up and I'm trying to ride wrist contact, he has to tighten up his lines too. Just like that. Okay? So slowing it down a little bit, once again, the motion is he moves his feet away from the hip. Away from the hip. Or cut or stab. And it doesn't matter, like right now I'm doing a cut, I'm doing a stab. If I was doing this, it'd be the same thing. I was trying to slice him. It really doesn't matter. Even if I'm coming from here and I haven't engaged him yet, he has to have, right now there's no contact, so his hand needs to be close to him so that when I do engage him, he can pick it up from the inside. Okay, so he needs to be monitoring where my hand is going so that he can get on the inside. Doesn't matter if I'm stabbing or slashing. Just like that. Okay, and again, this is just in case that those other motions, like he fails to actually grab my hand. This will prevent him from getting cut, even if we move around in circles. That's how that works. Okay?